Hey everybody, it's Tim Schur, and I am here to share a quick story with you to help you be able to release yourself from any restraints that might be holding you back in your business or in your personal life when it comes to your focus, your confidence, or your productivity. I'd like to start by sharing a quick story. There was this guy and he passed away, and he wakes up and he's in heaven, and he is getting a tour of the facility. And so he enters this huge, beautiful building, and they're walking down this really long hallway. And this angel is saying, here, you're going to be here, and this is what we do here, and just kind of giving him a tour. And one of the doors that they walked by was cracked open, and it looked like there was a whole bunch of filing cabinets for as far as you could see. And he asked the angel, he said, what's in that room with all those filing cabinets? And the angel said, no, you don't really want to go in there. And then, of course, the guy said, well, now I really want to go in there. And so the angel said, well, you really don't want to, but if you insist, you can. And so the guy goes in there, and he walks in the room, and he's looking at these filing cabinets, and he realized that they're in alphabetical order. And he says, am I in here? Do I have a folder in one of these cabinets? And the angel says, yes, you do. And so the guy starts running through the filing cabinets, looking through the letters, looking for his last name. And then he gets to his row, and then he's going through and he's just looking and looking and looking. And finally, he stumbles upon this cabinet that has a drawer, and the drawer has his name on it. And so he opens up this drawer, and the angel says, you really don't want to do that. And the guy says, I really do. And so he opens up that drawer, and there's a folder in there. And he opens up this folder, and all of a sudden, he sees this magnificent life that he didn't have, right? Where he was accomplishing these goals, and he met these people, and he had these experiences, and he created this legacy, and it was amazing. And he said, this is spectacular. He says, I don't understand. He says, I didn't have these experiences. And the angel looks at him and he says, these are all the experiences God wanted for you, but you never asked for them. You never went for it. You never believed in yourself enough to cause it to come true. And that can be a really powerful gut check, because Napoleon Hill once said, we are born with two envelopes, these envelopes of destiny. And in one envelope is everything you can have, everything that you can create and manifest and experience in your life. But there's another envelope, and the other envelope is full of all the excuses and the reasons for why we can't have that. And it's your choice what envelope you live out of. It's your choice what envelope you turn to every day. Do you turn to the envelope that tells you can't have things, that it's not going to work out for you, that you're not worthy of this? Is it the envelope that causes you to feel overwhelmed, to feel confused, to procrastinate, to show up with imposter syndrome or perfectionism? Is the part of you that keeps you stuck and blocked? Or do you turn to the envelope that says, I gotta do this. I gotta find a way. I've gotta grow forward. I have to believe in myself. I have to find out what's ahead for me. I've got to take that next step. No matter what, I'm going to keep going down this road less traveled, because I know that there's something inside of me that was born to do this. What envelope do you live out of? Every day we wake up and we've got a choice on which envelope to live out of. I remember hearing a story one time that I'd like to share with you. There were these two villages, and they were always warring with each other. And this village was taken over, and all of the people that could fight, all the strong men and women and young boys and women and girls that were fighting back, they were imprisoned. They were thrown in these terrible makeshift prisons. And they were just laying on the cold ground, and they had no water and no food. It was cold outside. It was just terrible, right? And so the elders, the wise people of this community that had been taken over, they got together and they said, we've got to do something. So maybe we can bribe the guards, right? We've got to figure out how to help those men and women and children that are in these terrible prisons. How do we set them free? And one of the elders said, I've got an idea. So they approached the guards and they said, we have these wells of water, and we'll give you the wells of water if you would just give our people something to drink. And so the guard said, okay, fine. So he took the wells of water over, and then he allowed them to give those people that were in those prisons something to drink. And now they had more water, and they were still in these prisons, but at least they could quench their thirst. And so now they were able to drink from that water, but they were still starving. And so another elder saw that act of kindness and said, I want to help. So they approached one of the guards and said, hey, I have these fields of grain, take them, but give our people something to eat. Give them some bread because they're starving. They're chewing on rocks. And so the guard said, okay, fine. So they took the grain and they allowed him to give the prisoners some bread. And so now the prisoners were chewing on this bread, and it was giving them some substance while they were in their presence. While they were in their prisons, it was easing their suffering. So another elder said, well, I want in on this. I want to help too. I want to contribute. So they went up to one of the guards and they said, hey, we have these textile mills. Take them and just let our people have some blankets because they're laying on the cold ground and they're freezing. So the guard said, okay. So now they have some blankets and they're wrapping up in these blankets. And now it's keeping them warm in their prisons. Well, the fourth elder was very wise, the wisest of them all, and said, this is not right. So the wisest elder in the middle of the night went up to one of the guards and said, here's a bag full of money. Give me the keys. And so the guard looked around, no one was looking, gave them a key, took that bag of money and left. And that elder took those keys and opened up the prison doors and set their people free. Because the goal in life is not to distract yourself with material things so that you can feel more comfortable in your prison. The goal in life is to discover that you have the keys to set yourself free. We have to get out of our mental prisons. Our mental prisons are made up of bars that are beliefs. A belief that I'm not good enough. A belief that I'll be ridiculed or rejected. A belief that people will abandon me if I have too much success or if I don't have enough of it. A belief that I'm not worthy of being loved or I'm not worthy of success. And so as a result of that, we end up being a prisoner in our own mind. Think about how many times we sabotage ourselves, how many times we hold back, how many times we decide that we're going to do something and then we don't. We make a promise to ourselves, this time it's going to be different, and then it isn't. I remember I had an opportunity to speak with the president of a giant insurance company, a very well-known insurance company. And I had made my way through networking to talk to this person. And then I finally got him on the phone. I had an opportunity and he said, what can I do for you? And I said, well, I've got this program. And then I got scared. Something inside of me made me feel afraid. It was a belief that I wasn't good enough. I wasn't going to measure up. Like this person was super special and important and rich and wealthy. And who was I? Who am I? Right? That imposter syndrome. And so instead of telling him that I have this great program and it's going to upgrade the beliefs of his people and it's going to transform his company and take it to another level, I said, I'm working on a program. And when it's done, I hope I can share it with you because it will really make a difference. And he said, great, give me a call when it's ready. And then he hung up and I felt horrible. I felt small. I felt shame because the program was already ready. I was just too afraid to take a stand, to share it, to use my voice, to believe in myself. And he never took another call from me. When I finally had the confidence to say, hey, I'm ready, let's do this, he never returned another call. He never returned another email because you sometimes only get one chance. Now, there's always going to be other opportunities, but you got to seize those opportunities that are in front of you. And most of us don't do it because we have these prison bars that are holding us stuck. Now, sometimes you know where those prison bars came from. You know that you've had traumatic experiences in the past. You know what your parents were like, or you know what you've been through. and you know where that fear comes from. Maybe you were bullied, maybe you were humiliated, maybe you experienced some kind of upsetting events that have caused you to hold back, to shut down. Maybe there's a part of you that has this belief that when the nail is raised, that's when the hammer strikes. And you were taught to believe that when you stand out, that's when you get in trouble. That's when you get hurt. That's when you get wounded. And so you know where it's coming from, but you've tried counseling and you've tried medication and you've tried meditation and you've tried prayer and you've tried journaling and you've tried affirmations and you've tried vision boards, and it still doesn't change anything. You've walked on fire and jumped around, and it's still, you find yourself in the middle of the night feeling the same way. Or maybe you don't know what the block is. Maybe you don't know what's getting in the way. It's like some invisible force is keeping you from your destiny, from creating that legacy for you and for your loved ones. Well, I will tell you what those prison bars are. I've been helping people, and I've been studying personal development for 35 years. I facilitated over 16,000 one-hour coaching sessions and hundreds of group experiences. And this allowed me to have a very deep, profound look at what's going on inside of people's unconscious minds. Deep in the back of our brain, what is causing us to succeed and what is causing us to fail and suffer. And I figured it out. After all those years, all those sessions, all those conversations, sitting there with people as they shared their deepest secrets, their worst experiences, their unbelievable pain. And what I discovered that underneath all of it are beliefs, unconscious or subconscious beliefs. And these beliefs are like software in our brain that either tell us we can do things or that we can't. We're worthy of it or we're not. We're safe or we're unsafe. We're loved or we're not loved. The biggest fear that all human beings have is the fear that I'm not good enough. And because I'm not enough, I won't be loved. So how do I get love? How do I protect myself? Or I'm not safe, so how do I keep myself safe? Every problem, every obstacle that gets in our way, there's a belief in there somewhere. There's a belief that is causing you to pay attention to information that is holding you back, or it's causing you to hold back when you could be shifting and pivoting and taking that situation and using it to your advantage, but you're not. Or you just keep seeming to attract some kind of bad luck, like things, no matter what you do, they're just not working out. There's always a belief behind that. And if you've been in personal development for a long time, you probably don't want to believe that. No, it's not my mindset. My mindset's good. I'm just missing the marketing pieces. It's just that my ads aren't working. It's just that I haven't found the right person to open the right door for me. There are beliefs in your mind that are keeping you from finding those opportunities, from finding those people, from keeping the success going. It's just that we don't know it. And so I have become a belief hunter. I have developed a one belief away method because I have found that you're just one belief away from having a huge breakthrough in your life. So if you are struggling, if you are feeling stuck, if you are feeling the constant pressure and you feel like you're running out of time, you're running out of money, you're running out of energy, you're running out of resources, and you're running out of hope, then I have a program that I put together for you that's designed to help you make serious breakthroughs. Now, this isn't for everybody. This program is specifically designed for people who are achievers, people who are go-getters, people who are action takers and doers, but they feel stuck. Something is getting in the way. You already have created a level of success in your business or your practice, and yet you still feel like something is getting in the way, and you either know what it is, but you don't know how to get around it, or you don't know what it is. Either way is fine. I've created a breaking through program specifically for you. It is a 6-week program. It is short and laser focused. We're going to meet online in a small group setting for 90 minutes. And during that time, we are going to create powerful breakthrough transformations. I'm going to take you through my one belief away experiences, and I'm going to help you find those beliefs that are getting in your way and upgrade them. I'm going to help you find those beliefs that are conflicting with one another, that shows up as overwhelm or procrastination or fear or stress in your life, and we're going to shift it. Now, some people say, well, I'm not afraid. I'm just trying to figure out how to get to the next level or how to get to the next solution. Good. Then I can help you do that. But we will find a belief that's blocking you from getting to the next level, because I don't care who you are and what you've done. I've worked with the highest performing people on the planet, and it's always the same thing. It's always these beliefs. So what I've done is I've created a small group setting. We only allow 6 people in at a time. We go through these 90-minute power sessions once a week for 6 weeks, because we don't need any longer than that. We're able to get the results fast. We're able to create shifts quickly. So we'll be able to focus specifically on what you're going through. We do it as a group because you can learn fast by watching others have breakthroughs as well. So you're going to go through and have personal breakthroughs, and then you're going to watch other people have breakthroughs, and you're going to learn from their triumphs, and you're going to see their blind spots. It's easier to see blind spots in others than it is in ourselves. And so we're going to go through this process, and it's going to be extraordinary. I've been doing this for decades. I've helped so many people. I have 1,000 testimonials, and you have probably seen some of them if you've seen my work, right? I've been endorsed by people like Bob Proctor and John Ashraf and Dennis Waitley and Les Brown, right? Legends in the field of personal development and transformation. And so if you are ready for a breakthrough and you need it right now, you're not playing around, you need something right now to help you break through. You're tired of wasting time, you're tired of wasting money, you're tired of doing stuff that's not working for you, and you need a breakthrough right now that's going to produce amazing results, and it's going to be results that last through time, that are sustainable through time. Then check out the link down below, bit.ly and then /breaking-through. Click on that link or type it in, take a picture of it with your phone, go to that landing page, check it out. This program will be for you. All right. It is a laser focused program that is designed to help you get past your biggest obstacles as fast as possible so that we can start creating more progress and momentum in your life. It's a different approach than I've done with others. I'm making it a small group so that you can get massive personal attention without having to spend $5,000, $10,000 on another coaching program, another mindset program. We'll get you laser results at a fraction of the price and help you to be able to finally get moving in the way that you know you can. So if that's something that you're interested in, if that's something that you want to experience so that you're not wasting so much energy just going in circles, feeling like you're no farther down the road than you were 6 months ago or 2 years ago, if you feel like you're putting so much energy in because we've been taught that you just need to work harder, and that's false. If you have beliefs that are in your mind, it's like having mental malware. It's like having sabotaging software in your brain, and it doesn't matter how hard you try to get the computer to work. If you don't remove that mental malware, it won't run the programs no matter how powerful they are. And so this is a way of removing the mental malware and optimizing and updating your brain software so that you're able to get results incredibly fast. You're able to have amazing breakthroughs. The people that I work with are really high achievers, and they've written books on personal development and success. And yet they have all said that this process, this one belief away method, goes to the deepest root of what holds us back. It gets so deep to where it all started, and we heal it from there. It's like pulling a weed out at the root. Most people are cutting the top off of the weed or throwing dirt over it, just trying to be tough and willpower your way through it. But then the weeds just keep growing back. So this process pulls the weeds out at the root, and then we plant those flower seeds. We plant those seeds of power in your mind. And what it does is it releases the power that's already inside of you. As my friend Les Brown always says, you've got greatness inside of you. And that's true. Les always says that you need to live fully and die empty. And what he means by that is you don't want to end up at your deathbed and have the ghost of what could have been standing all around you. You don't want all the possibilities of what could have been facing you at the end of it all. It is way better to go for it and find out what could be instead of never going for it at all and then wondering for the rest of your life what could have been. That is an awful feeling for those of us who are called to do something amazing with our lives. Not everybody's called for that. But if you are, and you're feeling stuck, and you need a breakthrough right now, this is it. This is the breakthrough that you've been looking for. If you don't get a powerful breakthrough in the very first session, I'll refund you, and you can go through the whole rest of the program for free. That's how confident I am in this process, how effective it is. It is not like anything else that's out there. So we have to live fully so that by the time we check out and go on to the next adventure, there's nothing left. As the great Dr. Wayne Dyer used to say, do not leave this planet with your music still in you. We have to live fully. So many times, it's like we were made to be a lighthouse, standing at the edge of a raging ocean. And you know that life is very much like an ocean. One day it's calm and beautiful, and the next day there's a hurricane, and the wind's blowing and the waves are thrashing and everything's slamming into one another. But eventually it clears, the sun comes back out, and it's beautiful again. The ocean has the ability to create life and to take it away. In life, that is how it is. There is going to be pleasure and there is going to be pain. But there's also a lot of unnecessary suffering. And suffering is optional. It's just that most people don't know how to get past that suffering, because we have unconscious beliefs that keep the suffering in place, and nobody really knows how to find those beliefs and upgrade them. I finally figured it out. I made it my life's mission to figure out how to do that, and I've succeeded with it. And now I want to share it with you so that you can remove that unnecessary suffering. My whole mission in life is to end needless emotional suffering for those who are ready. Not for everybody, just for those who are ready for it. And if that's you, I can help. So you're a lighthouse at the side of that ocean, and when the storm comes in, most people get scared and they turn their light off, or they have a belief that they're not allowed to shine. They don't have permission to shine. And it's a lie. You were born to shine. You're a freaking lighthouse. That's your purpose, is to shine. And the people who shine the brightest are often the ones who are the most wounded. They have learned how to take their pain and channel it into purpose. They are taking the messes of their life and turning it into the messages of their life. I went through tremendous pain growing up in a variety of ways, and I've learned how to channel that into purpose. And now it's helped me to become very good at what I do. And I bet you're very good at what you do, but you might be feeling stuck. You might be feeling blocked. You might be feeling overwhelmed. You might be feeling tremendous pressure right now. And I can show you how to turn your light back on, how to set yourself free, how to shine so brightly that the people that are out there in that storm right now, they can find you. They can support you. They can support what you're doing. Because once they find you and you give them your tools, your gifts, your transformations, then you can turn those people into your army of raving fans who will support you and open doors for you that you couldn't open on your own, who will send their friends and family to you, that will give you those glowing 5-star reviews online, that will help you take your business and your life to the next level. Nobody is totally self-made, right? We have to be self-driven and believe in ourselves, but it takes a community to help us to achieve our goals. We have to become collaborators and not lone wolves. And so if this is something that speaks to you, if you are feeling this message, if you see what I'm talking about and you can really, it rings true for you, then click on that link or take a picture of it, go type it in the URL, and go check out Breaking Through and grab your seat. For our next class, we only have 5 seats left right now because someone already took it. As soon as I mentioned we were going to do it, someone said, I want that first seat. And so we've got 5 left. I want you to grab one of those, and then let's start making it happen for you. We can do this. We've been doing it effectively with lots and lots of people, thousands of people, and now it's your turn. So if this feels right for you, then do the next thing, take the next step. I know that you're a doer. Those doers are the only people I'm talking to, not the people who have already left, the people who have clicked off because they're not ready yet. You're still watching this video, you're still with me, then that means that you need to take the next step and be a doer. Be a doer, be an implementer, take action, and then check it out. If it feels right for you, do it, right? Sign up, go through the experience, have the breakthrough. Money comes and goes, but your time doesn't. Time is a great equalizer. And so if you need a breakthrough right now, I designed this program specifically for you. We will get fast, quick, laser-focused results. We'll find the biggest obstacle in your way and we will resolve it. It doesn't matter what the issue is, I will help you find a way to break through. This is what I do for a living, and I'm really good at it. And I can combine forces with you and with the others in our group, and together with the collective brains, with the 7 brains that are in this group, we will help you find a way to have a massive breakthrough in a very short amount of time. We're looking for a quantum leap where we're skipping steps, we're collapsing time frames. We're taking something that might have taken you 3 years and we're going to get it done in 6 hours, right? Or what is it, 8 or 9 hours that we're together over the 6-week period. Okay, we're going to collapse those time frames. That's why people pay $125,000 to be in an inner circle, because they're learning from each other so that they can take something that would take 10 years and get it done in 1 year, or get it done in 1 month. And that's what we're doing with this Breaking Through program. So if you are looking for something that's going to get you a really powerful result, and you want to spend the next year in therapy or coaching, talking about the same problems over and over, you need a breakthrough now. A lot of my highest performers, they're like, Tim, give me an easy button. Give me an easy button and make it happen now. You got it. I got the easy button. I know how to help you get results now, and it doesn't require affirmations. It doesn't require vision boards. It doesn't require journaling. It doesn't require meditation. It doesn't require positive thinking. It requires upgrading your beliefs. And I've built the experiences that will help you do that. It's amazing, really. It's awesome. There's nothing like it. And I hope you take advantage of it. So I'm making this video for you, so that if you have felt lost, or you've been praying for a miracle, or you've been looking for some kind of solution for a long time, this is it. So go ahead, check it out, and I will see you in Breaking Through. Talk to you soon.